Welcome to Winnipeg, Manitoba. We're here at Seven Oaks Arena for the NRL Hub here in Winnipeg. Your host, Team Manitoba Herd, taking on Saskatchewan Heat this evening. Both these teams have played one game already today, so they're both here looking for a strong matchup. They played each other 3 times this year, even as recently as last weekend. Both teams having a win, so we have pretty even teams right now. They're right next to each other in the standings. I'm Tegan Rasha alongside Miles Lahat, and we're here to give the call.
We're here for Game 3 of the 6-game weekend hub in Manitoba with the NRL. It's some good action this afternoon. 2 hotly contested games with BC Thunder becoming victorious in their first game, and the Manitoba Herd squeaked out a win over the Rush from Edmonton. So we'll see what happens tonight when we match up with the 2 prairie rivals.
Yes, province to province, they're here and they're ready to fight. There's a little bit more of a rivalry here compared to some other teams, and the stands are filling up as Winnipeg fans make their way into the rink.
No matter what teams play from Winnipeg or Manitoba and Saskatchewan, it always brings the heat. So we'll see if the heat can bring the heat, and we'll see if the Herd can bring their hustle.
Yes, as we mentioned before, both teams have played earlier today. Saskatchewan has a little bit more of a recovery time. They played early this morning against BC, losing 7-3. Manitoba played after that, winning 6-4 against the Edmonton Rush.
Yes, and we saw a few goals being scored on both teams this morning's game. I know the one in Manitoba, I think different goal scorer all goals were scored by different players. We had no repeat goal scorers, so that was a good spread of offense.
Yeah, we have a lot of players from many teams all scoring multiple points. So a lot of these teams have such stacked rosters and a lot of talented players. They can rely on all players to really score and get on that board. We had defense scoring this morning too. It was some really great ringette we saw.
For sure, and the key to a lot of the goals was getting the defense moving and getting the goalie moving side to side, and some of those one-timers where it was on the stick and in the back of the net before the goalkeepers had a chance to get in position. The referees have blown their whistle at the 30-second warning. The teams are heading to their benches where they'll end up lining up for the national anthem, and we're almost ready to start Game 3 of this hub in Winnipeg. Few pieces of information from this morning. We have with some points being scored for the Herd. Number 23, Alana Lesperance. She moves up to 23 or 23rd position on the scoring list for NRL. That is as of game time. There are other games going on, so those stats may be changing, but as of now. And for Saskatchewan, after their performance this morning, Saskatchewan, their leading point getter, Lauren Schohoffen, she moved up to 35th on the NRL scoring list. So now having 5 goals, 16 assists for 21 points, 3 of them being on the power play.
Alrighty, welcome everybody to the Manitoba Herd versus Saskatchewan Heat game. If everybody could please rise, remove your hats and face the flag if you're able to for the singing of Canada.
And there we have it. Oh, Canada, the teams are getting re-equipped with their helmets on after having them taken off for Royal Canada. The referees are getting in position, ring being placed, and we're almost ready for showtime here in Winnipeg.
Now, I had the chance to speak with co-head coach of the Saskatchewan Heat, Mel Brockman, before the game, and she says their focus this weekend is really on consistency. They had a great weekend last weekend at their home hub, and they want to keep that mojo going into this weekend. They want to play strong, get their passes. She says it's those sloppy mistakes that can make the game go the other way. So working on the small things is what the Heat is focusing on tonight.
Looking for a hotly contested match. We have the all clear from the far official. It is blown in, and we're off. Saskatchewan with the ring in the neutral zone. Looking to set up. Dump into the corner. Control. Give a link letter. Back out to number 79. Ringette. Manitoba Herd intercepts, brings it up the ice. Looking for a dump in to get control in the zone. Ring is headed up ice. The Herd with it. Circling behind the net for some protection. Long lead pass. Campbell's got it at center ice. Back over. In the zone for the Herd. Control along the right wing boards. Little dump pass. Coming out from the corner. A good first shot of the game for the Herd. Some early offense. That one just goes wide. Saskatchewan picks it up, brings it out. The Heat looking for a nice lead pass. Sneaks it through. We have our first goal of the game. Saskatchewan Heat on a nice little touch pass to an area that the player skated into. What touch by that Saskatchewan forward coming up the zone to get it over the blue line.
And less than 90 seconds into the start of the game, and we're already seeing points on the board.
It was that pass up that was just to the spot. Allowed the player to skate right in and put that one home for the early lead for the Heat. Right under the pads.
That goal scored by number 6, Jenna Carter.
Jenna's on the board this weekend. We'll see if Manitoba has a quick answer.
Now, it's rare to see breakaways like that at this level because everyone is so fast and so talented. So when you get that opportunity, you got to capitalize.
That's right. Snuck by the defenseman, just that extra stride, and with a perfect pass, made the Herd pay. And Les Brunts with the ring, comes out of the corner, sails that one just wide to the left. Hildebrandt looking for the shot. Nice pass out front, contested by Saskatchewan. They get on it, lots of pressure on that ring. Not much space for the Herd. Hildebrandt cycling it in, tries a little backhand. Goalie picks it up for Saskatchewan. New goalie for today's game from this morning. We have number 1, Holly Cozen in. Saskatchewan on the go again. Number 6 coming in, looking for number 2 of the game. See, we're having our first penalties being called of the game. Ring is dumped in the corner. Cavadas has it. Drops it off. He's going to set up, get ready for the shot in the corner. Passes across. Hildebrandt rips it and fires right off the crest. Saskatchewan touches the ring. First penalty of the game, 10:07 to Saskatchewan Heat. 2 minutes for body contact.
An eventful 3 minutes for Jenna Carter. First she gets goal, and now she is in the box.
On the score sheet, however she can.
This will be a good chance for the Herd to get on the board as well. They're on a power play.
Weatherspoon dumps it off to Campbell. Campbell circles. The pass across. She's off the side of the net. I think Cozen got a piece of that one. Teams really like to set up that shot around the far pass, get the goalie moving. That pass was missed by Saskatchewan in the middle. Herd picks it up, looking to regain control in the offensive zone. Some tight checking, deep pass. Picks it up, comes in the middle. just off the stick of Wotherspoon. A nice pass out from behind the net.
This is already looking like it's going to be quite a fast-paced game. So we're seeing a lot of energy right now. Yeah. And we're expecting to see that for the whole game. As this is a rivalry game, and we do have these two teams who have had a lot of back and forth throughout this season.
And very close in the standings. Oh, nice little pass between the legs. Dipsy doodle around and just puts it up high. Pass across. Shot clock's winding down. Nice shot reset. Good check by the Saskatchewan defender, stopping the Manitoba Herd player from that open net. Without that check, we probably have a tied game. Herd on some strong forechecking. Ring's tied up in the neutral zone. Heat Ring at center ice.
And in the National Ringette League, we do have 4 periods of 13 minutes each. So lots of ringette to play. It's very early in this game. We're less than 5 minutes in out of 52 minutes of play.
Dumped into the corner by number 97, Butts. Ryan with the ring, circling around, looking for an opening. Across to Standish. Back over to Voikin. Voikin for the Heat, back on the ring, looking for that reset. Successful. Fresh clock for the Heat. Standish surveying. Over to Schoenhofen. She's doing a little bit of backwards forward, looking for it. Try to get it in front to her teammate, to no avail. Bizitny passes it out. Tight checking at the line. The Heat is successful in turning that ring over. Gaining control. Ryan with the ring. Back to Schoenhofen. Shot on net, comes out. It's a deep player by the Herd. Can they connect? Try to get away the quick backhand as the defender was coming back. Cozen with a good save back in goal. Number 1 standing tall for the best chance for the Herd this game.
And this is what I love so much about Ringette, just how fast-paced it is. We are in the Herd zone, and within seconds, almost a breakaway opportunity there for the Herd. End-to-end in a matter of seconds.
The Saskatchewan Heat defense lost focus for a half second. They didn't catch the account for the player coming off the bench, and that's all it takes. That close to a 1-1 game. No good. In the crease. The Herd just getting a little too close to the crease line. Up come the Heat, looking for a breakout. Tight checking as there's some banging and crashing out there, all inadvertent. Missed a little back behind the back pass. Nice pickup by Campbell. Looking for some help from her teammates. Gets it in to Zitny. That's Vince cycling. Shot on net, not there for the rebound. Saskatchewan collects it. Out comes Heat, pick it up. Nice lead pass. 1 defender back. See if the Heat can make anything of this. Sailed that pass just a little behind the player in the corner.
We had 2 behind the back passes in a row there. That would have been quite the goal if that one went in.
Played up by Davies. Outdoor defender. Hildebrand hard in the ring. Looking to gain control for the Herd. It passes it up. Gets it into Morissette. You see the speed being generated. Try and Lesperance get in there. works herself in. Scores on a great individual effort. Picks up the speed by going around the net. Comes out with some speed, catches the defense flat-footed. Couple of nice nifty moves and puts it into the back of the net.
You know, it's one of those goals when you can just tell the players want to score. They're going for the net. They're being patient. They're not looking to dish. They want that. She wanted to get that tie.
At 5:14 of the first period, we have a 1-1 game. Manitoba Herd 1, Saskatchewan Heat 1. We're expecting this to be a tight game all the way through, and right now it's proving so. Shane Holfen, who had the ring, tried to get it to her teammate. Herd intercepts, gets it up the ice. That was a great play by the Saskatchewan defender, getting her stick in the ring at the same time as Hildebrand from the Herd player turns the ring back over to the Heat for second control.
And you can see a lot of young fans in the stands right now. This is the Manitoba Herd's home hub tournament, and it has brought out a lot of young up-and-coming Ringette players.
Butts took the free pass. And then 2 quick passes is it. Oh, a tap back to the goalie by Saskatchewan, and Davies was quick to react to that, keeping it at a 1-1 game. Cray wires the shot wide. Schoenhofen seems to be on that ring a lot this period. Tries to get it out front. Herd pick it up. Some strong back checking by the Heat. Some great defensive action by Saskatchewan by number 11 in the neutral zone to intercept that pass. By Samantha Scar, a 5-year veteran of the NRL. Ryan cycling with the ring. Takes a shot. Doesn't get through. Four on 3 for Saskatchewan right now. Upcoming penalty. Goalie's out. A hooking call to the Herd. 3:22 of the first period. We have a Herd player making their way to the penalty box. That's number 6, Taylor Thiessen.
Well, Saskatchewan has been doing a great job in the offensive zone, moving the ring and getting those passes going. It's exactly what head coach Mel Brockman wanted from her team, that consistency and that finesse.
Linkletter with the ring. Cycles around in the corner, across the Ryan. Quick shot. Great glove save by Davies. Flashes out the leather to knock that ring wide. Another hard shot on net, turned away. Lots of action in front of the net, but no shots making their way through. The good pressure by Saskatchewan Heat forces a 5-second turnover. The goalie could not throw the ring out within 5 seconds, therefore we have a turnover. Free pass, the Heat.
Now the man-on coverage this period has also been pretty good for both teams. Both teams are having a hard time getting the ring out of their zone.
The Heat spending a little bit of time on this power play in the Herd zone. Number 4, Beelan dumps it off. We have Standish cycling around looking for a dish. Dished it off to Benson. Rings turned over. The Herd off the ice with it quickly. Hard check. Got a player off balance. Pass across the top of the triangle, just missed. That's Benson looking for a shot. It's deflected to the corner. Standish couldn't control it, dumped out. Herd is on it. Oh, nice stab. Witherspoon makes a nice stab. We have a shot clock violation. There was by the Heat. The ring is going to remain at center ice. So the Manitoba Herd gets the ring out of the zone and gets a free shot now to get a pass and try and dump it into the attacking zone to gain some offense.
23 seconds left on Manitoba's penalty as well. So we're back to 5-on-5.
See some of the young fans in the stands shaking what they got, moving to the groove. Saskatchewan looking to bring it out, taking their time, making sure they make a good pass and not losing it. Great leg save. Again, kicking that leg out quickly on that low, hard shot to the bottom left corner. Rings across. Not much on that shot. And the tight checking. Hildebrand can't get up with a ring because of the checking by the Heat. Rings along the boards. Herd with it, trying to get it out. Across the ice. Again, open space. Gain control. Here comes Lesperance, our goal scorer for Manitoba this game. Same kind of spot as last time. Cycles around, gets some speed. Off to Hildebrand. Hildebrand tries that backhand shot. Well, she scored that lovely goal in the first game when we were that seeing eye shot over the goalie's shoulder. No luck that time. That's McRae. Gets almost another duplicate play in their first goal. In the crease, so we have Manitoba ring. Kaylee Davies dishes it off to Kaylee Spearing. Spearing spears the ring. I'm not sure she ever heard that one before. Brings it up. Not much time left. As the period winds down, Lesperance tries a desperation shot, but is taken down by the Heat player. So at the end of the first period, we were tied up at 1-1, but we do have a Saskatchewan Heat player sitting down for 2 minutes in the penalty box. 2 minutes for body contact.
So we expected to have a tight game today, and we're one period in and it's already 1-1. We see both teams spending equal amounts of time in their offensive ends, so I think this is going to set up the rest of the game. It's going to be tight, it's going to be back and forth. I really don't think I can see one team really pulling ahead right now. No,
there's been that ebb and flow in the game. One team has the play for a while, and then the other team comes back. There was that first goal by Saskatchewan. Again, that nice touch pass to the zone. It was just gave her enough time to skate into it. She read that play well to get to it. And here is the goal by Manitoba. Wait. Put her in the back. Good goal scorers have patience. Saskatchewan team getting instructions from the bench.
So Saskatchewan and Manitoba have played each other 3 times this year, which is a little bit rare for this league. Some of these teams have only played each other 1 time at this point in the season, so they have some history to go off of. They have some game footage to study. These 2 teams are far from strangers.
Which always makes for a great, intense game. So we'll have the Heat to my right, the Herd to my left as we get set for the start of the second period. The front official is looking to give us the all clear. We get that. The back official blows it in, and we're off. Starting the second period at a 1-1 score with Manitoba on the power play. Control in the zone. Drop pass. Campbell trying to make her way through the tight checking Saskatchewan to no avail. Loses the ring on a good check. Coulson has a bit of trouble getting rid of that ring, but does before the 5 seconds elapse. The Herd with control. Nice little give and go there. Cavadas looking for some space. Tries that long cross pass. Well played by the Saskatchewan defender, getting down with that stick. Again, good shot was taken, but at the last moment a stick got in the way. Cozen with a good block on that cross pass. Stangl with the ring. Looking for somebody to pass to. Schohofen gets it down, turns it over. The Herd player pass was just a little too far ahead. Nonetheless, it was across the blue line, so we have a blue line violation. 1-1 here early in the second period of the NRL Hub in Winnipeg, Manitoba at the Seven Oaks Arena. A chilly night outside, but a warm night inside with some excellent ringette being played. Great individual effort coming in to pick up that loose ring. Shovel it home on the backhand. The Heat take a 2-1 lead at 11:32. Goal scorer for the Saskatchewan Heat.
That one by number 9,
yeah.
Jordy Boykin. And we spoke to her earlier today after Saskatchewan's game, and she says half the team lives in Saskatoon, half is in Regina. So it really is a team effort to get that chemistry going when they're not around each other all the time.
Worked hard to pick up that loose ring, stayed with it, persevered, came through with the go-ahead goal for the Heat. Pass across, Herd trying to answer back quickly. Shot clock goes off. Heat ring. Cozen dishes it off. Out of the penalty box. Schohofen with the ring down in the corner. Being pushed out by the Herd. Looking for a reset on that. 88 from the Heat. Ends up going into the crease. That was Standish, but they're back on the ring. Turnover by the Herd. Saskatchewan looking to extend their lead. Again, be careful of those pushbacks to your goal. That was kicked back. You never know how that's going to come off. Here we go, up the ice quickly. Just quite can't control that pass. Lesperance gets it back. Saw something, but Cozen took that corner away. Winding up again. Nice ice, cross ice pass. Just missed connecting. If it had, it was an open goal for a shot.
I think speed is really the key in this game. Both these teams are fast, but if you can have that extra edge, that's when you're going to create those opportunities like what we just saw there with Lesperance.
Yeah, that's right. You did hear the shot clock go off, but the referee was asking for a reset. Sometimes that happens, so Manitoba keeps the ring, and we do have a penalty to Saskatchewan on the play.
Now the Herd have the ring right now, and they're on a power play, so this is a good opportunity to get that game tied up.
Penalty to number 20, Riley Benson, a rookie on this Heat team. Hildebrand dumps it off into the corner. Herd looking to tie this score back up. Looking to go 5-hole. Cozen shuts that down. Pass into the feet of Spearing by so there's a crowd in the corner. Saskatchewan bringing out of their zone. The Heat with along the boards. Vince tightly checked. Good play by the Manitoba defense. Vince, we've seen that play lots today by both teams. The defensemen coming up on those forwards on the breakout passes and intercepting them at the same time and gaining that second control ring with the free pass for their team. So some strong defense being shown by these two teams.
And the defense can really come out of the zone with so much speed because we're not always expecting them to go into the offensive zone too. So it leaves them open with some gas.
Yep. Herd with it again. Out front, just misfired. It's a nice pass. Looked like Witherspoon's a little late on the pickup on that. There we have a hard check by the Herd. Just mistimed it a little bit and end up stepping into the player. So that'll cost you 2 minutes for body contact. Again, good hard play. Just mistimed a little bit, and with the speed of the game, that does happen. So number 27, Jordan Campbell, is going to park in the penalty box for 2 minutes or less.
Full side, left wing, out of
The Heat setting things up in the Herd zone.
Under control.
Controlling the ring. Rings up against the boards. Goalkeeper Ring. Kaylee Davies looking for a outlet pass off to Witherspoon in the corner. She's unable to pick it up, but we had Saskatchewan through the crease. That's why they got to this corner so quick. Took the shortcut. It doesn't happen. Only time when the shortcut works is when you're going to grandma's house. Witherspoon getting tied up in the neutral zone. The Herd retains the ring. And she retains the ring. It wasn't second control. The ring was tied up, but the Saskatchewan Heat players were not actively checking the ring on the play. So they were just sort of tying up the player. So in that case, not a penalty, just a violation on their part, the ring being kept by Manitoba. Dump into the corner. Takes a weird bounce off the boards. However, it is picked up.
Currently 4-on-4 right now. Both teams have a penalty.
Now we have the Heat player coming out of the penalty box. They were unable to identify that early enough for a quick break again. It was open for a brief second.
Atta girl, Paige. Atta girl, Paige.
Ava Linkletter in the corner. We'll see if she shoots or passes off. She passes off.
They got it, guys. They got it. Good job.
A tight checking at the free play line for Saskatchewan has cost them 2 minutes for tripping. So we're back to 4-on-4 action. That's number 9, Jordy Voikin.
This is Voikin's 5th season in the NRL. Growing up playing for Saskatoon.
Herd in the offensive zone, looking to tie this game up. Three more set with it, passes it across to Witherspoon. Can't quite hang on to the ring. The classic dump into the corner, see if they can beat the defenseman, which they do. Linkletter's on the ring. Dumps it off the corner, looking for a change. Looking to break that triangle.
Well done.
Manitoba defense holding strong. That's number 11, Samantha Scar. Playing defense, but being down a player, taking some time up, space up in the offensive zone. Nice give and go. Spearing to 66, just fires it wide. Hildebrand on the ring. Leaves it for Lesperon, who gathers up speed. Tries to break that defense, but gets checked. Ring into Cozen, offshoot the Scar. Up comes the ring. Saskatchewan trying to get out of the zone. They do so. Dump back in the zone. They're under some pressure. We have Albert and Scar having some trouble getting the ring up, but now it is. It's out. It's in the attacking zone. That one just got shuffled by. Blown down quickly to keep everyone safe.
It's been a bit of a quiet period with only one goal by Saskatchewan. They are currently ahead 2-1 against the Herd.
Lesperance in the corner with the ring. Look for some help. Coming off on a change. Witherspoon. That sort of drag shot where they step it behind them, just sailed it wide on the right side. The players like to do that, hide the ring behind their body when they're doing the shoot, and off it comes. Gives the goalie a little less time to react. We have a penalty coming up to the Herd. Stick in the wrong place at the wrong time. Saskatchewan now setting up in the zone, 4-on-3. Looking to get a good shot away. Will they have this advantage? Davies covers up that dribbler into her, and we have the penalty being assessed at 4:45 of the second period.
We've had quite a few penalties this period, but no 3-on-2 opportunities yet. It's always just one in the box at a time.
Yeah, so when you have those, it sort of breaks up the flow of the period a little bit. It's been a little haphazard, scattered a bit. Saskatchewan on the offense. Gets it by, rips that shot home. The defender was in front of the goalie a little bit. I believe that was number 8, Jetta McCrae, a rookie from Saskatoon Ringette Association, playing for the Heat. Puts one home, extends Saskatchewan Heat lead to 2. It is now 3-1 Heat at 4:37 of the second period.
You always got to take those shots. You just never know when the goalie might be screened and can't see those low corners.
Number 81, Lexi Kravitz, 2 minutes for tripping. Time currently 4 minutes and 45 seconds.
The Herd cycling around. Morissette off to Jansen. Tries to deke it in there. Looks for the reset. Gets it. We do have the Heat was in the crease, so Manitoba regains possession of the ring.
So the Heat's goalie, Holly Kozan, is a junior national team member back in 2022. And she has a lot of experience in the league, 4 years. She's played 18 years total in Ringette. And her favorite memory? Standing on the line for the Heat's first season.
And she's currently ranked third place in goaltenders in the NRL with a record of 4-2, 7 games played, and she has a save percentage of .902. Morissette on the ring. It's a nice play by the Saskatchewan defender to knock that ring away. That's 97. That was Butts lying down and extending out the stick. The Heat back on the fly. That pass picked off. Didn't give her teammate much help with that pass. Kind of gave her to a pass into trouble. Able to get off. Slips by the butts of the defenseman. Hillebrand on it quickly. Looking to cut down the Saskatchewan Heat lead to 1 goal with a goal here if the Herd can get it. Lesbrand's going for that far right side, and the quick pad of Kozan kicks it out.
Let it go, Brett. You got it, Brett.
Davies cuts down the angle and holds her ground. Keeps the score at 3-1. A lot of tight checking away from the play up ice. The defenders are really on the attacking forwards, just giving them no space to get open. And that's why you see all the play here in the neutral zone. Finally, that just a dump in with not much time left on the shot clock.
And the precision of when you're trying to catch those passes with the defender right on you, it's tough.
It is tough. The Heat bringing the ring out of their zone. Off the post, a nifty little move by number 11, Scar, who plays defense, moved up on the play after dumping it off at the far side, goes for that open space, had the goalie beat, but not the goalpost. Campbell gets a nice pass across the front to Warthus, hauled down from behind.
We've seen that a few times today. A lot of shots hitting the post and then bouncing out. And You think just a millimeter difference and those all would have been goals and different game outcomes today. These teams are all so close and so talented. You never know what you're going to get.
We have the Herd back on the power play with 1:50 left in the second period. They're looking to get within 1 before period end. They would rather be down by 1 at the half rather than 2. They're getting set up. We'll see if it's a shot up. No, it's a pass to the corner. A lot of traffic in front, but hard to get that ring through that traffic at times. Cavadas, pass it off, gets a return pass. Good job of passing it off and then finding that open space. The Heat with the ring. Being watched closely. He can't connect on that attempt. We have our first 3-on-2 situation in Saskatchewan taking their second penalty within a matter of 30 seconds. This one's for body contact. Player got behind, and with number 16, McKay, had no chance, or no choice, McCaw, sorry, to number 18 to kind of lean into her a little bit to take her off her stride.
And a bit of deja vu, that was almost the exact same as the other girl that's in the box right now, the previous penalty. But a huge advantage for the Herd right now, a 3-on-2 opportunity.
Lesperance dumped it off to Spearing, who gives it back to Lesperance at the top. Nice little back behind the pass. Good save. Kozun read that well. She's seen that number before. I'm not letting that one get in. Lesperance, take a look. Working her way through the extra space that's there on the...
That is exactly the ring movement you want on a 3-on-2. Crisp, fast, get those defenders out of position.
Good play, Taylor.
40 seconds left. We'll see if Manitoba can mount another attack here. The dying moments of the second period as they try to get within 1 of the Heat. We have Lesperance and Spearing playing give and go. A little bit of catch. Ring just sailed wide of the intended receiver. Lesperance tries it. It's deflected in front. Tough defense. Clock's winding down. Shots right on. Saskatchewan gets the ring out. It looks like that's going to end the period. So at the end of 2, we have the score. Your visiting team, the Saskatchewan Heat 3. Your home team, the Manitoba Herd 1. So after 2 periods here at the Seven Oaks Arena in Winnipeg, Manitoba, we have a close, tightly contested game. While we wait for Tegan at ringside for her interview, I'd just like to thank our sponsors, the Government of Canada, Gatorade, Sports Play, Athena Ringette, and all of our team sponsors for their support of Ringette and women's sport. So this is game 3 of our hub weekend here in Winnipeg. The next Western hub will be February 21st and 22nd, where the BC Thunder are the host, followed by a March 14th and 15th hub in Edmonton, hosted by the Rush. And out east, there are 3 hubs remaining. That nice touch pass, snuck it through the legs. That was the opening goal of the game. Good finish on that. Here we go. Manitoba on to play the Herd. Lesperance waits it out. Tied it up 1-1. And remained 1-1 for quite a while. There we have the second goal by the Rush. They were able to do that. Put it at home. 2-1 at that point in time. There was the post making the save. Beat the goalie, but not the post. Now I'd like to turn it over to Tick downstairs. Let's turn it over for the interview.
We're down here with Alana, and Alana, your guys are down 3-1. What are the keys to the second half of the game?
I think just to slow it down and stick to playing our game is the biggest thing. It doesn't really matter what the score is right now. We just have to win one shift at a time.
And you played these girls last weekend. You're playing again right now. Does that help your team knowing you have so many matchups to go off of?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no, but I think right now it's exciting to play them multiple times because it's been back and forth both times, so I know there's a lot of grit coming from both teams right now, so it's a more intense game.
And it's your home hub. You have a lot of fans here, lots of young girls. What's it like to play at home?
It's always nice to play at home. It's nice to have your fans out there and be able to look up and see all these people that you know that have been supporting you since you're a little kid. I know one day I was those little kids watching the girls, so it's nice to see the tables turned.
Okay, thanks and good luck.
Thank you.
Miles?
Thank you, Tegan, for the great interview with Alana Lesperance. We are now going to take a break to hear from our sponsors. Welcome back to the Seven Oaks Arena. As you see the Zamboni clearing the ice at the half. The score at the half, 3-1 for the Saskatchewan Heat over the Manitoba Herd. We're looking at some of the young Ringette players dancing to a little bit of T-Swift action going on.
I mean, does it get better than this? Ringette, Taylor Swift, this is my kind of night.
I don't mind the Taylor Swift jam, but some of that earlier 70s classic rock, that was more my jam, but I can handle a little bit of Taylor Swift as well. I know that young girls like that for sure.
Well, we have a nice prairie rivalry matchup this evening with the Manitoba Herd and Saskatchewan Heat. Both these teams have played each other 3 times this season, which is a bit rare for this league. Some of these teams have only played each other once at this point, so these teams have some games to go off of. It's always been a close game. The Herd have won 2 of the games, and Saskatchewan has won 1. So right now, Saskatchewan up 3-1, and I'm sure both teams are coming out with some vengeance in the second half. I'm expecting the action to be tight and the action to be intense as they look to, as Manitoba Herd look to come back into the game, and the Heat don't want that to happen because, again, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, there's that rivalry for sure. Now, before the game, Saskatchewan Heat's co-head coach, Mel Brockman, said she wants to focus on consistency this game. For sure. That's what they're working on. And with that, we can see the score is 3-1. We're going to take a short break for commercial, and we'll be right back.
They're just superhumans, and they come from a humble background.
Seeing my sisters make big teams, it made me realize even though we're from this little province, you can make your dreams come true if you work hard.
They just love the game so much.
8 seconds remaining. Snowden with a shot.
This past season, the 2 of them scored 97 and 96 points each. That's in 24 games.
My earliest memory of Ringette is my dad making an outdoor rink in the backyard.
Our older sisters did not go easy on us. There was no mercy in our family.
She knows what I'm capable of. I know what she's capable of.
So they've always been really close. Moncton sisters ready to take on Ringette World.
All right, in. This is the game we came here to play, guys.
They said that if she got another concussion, she'd never be able to play Ringette again.
Oh, nice break. I'm always scared that they're gonna get hurt.
When we first started the Atlantic Attack, we were at the bottom of the barrel. Now we can actually compete.
People sacrifice a lot for the sport.
I am just realizing now everything that they had to go through in order for us to just play a simple game.
I love you! It's always been about togetherness.
You said it once and you said it before, them Snowdens are not too bad Ringette players.
All very, very good players. All spend a lot of time at the rink. I know that these younger girls have spent a lot of time watching their older sisters play, and it's fun to watch them in a very nice family.
Welcome back to the Seven Oaks Arena. We're just awaiting the start of the third period between the Saskatchewan Heat and the Manitoba Herd, with the Heat leading this game 3-1. So you're going to tightly contested game to start with, as we expect it to be, and we don't see anything different for the second half.
Yeah, and a 2-goal lead is an interesting one. It can lead to having a little bit of confidence, or also can make you really want to go after it. But it's anyone's game at this point.
So as the teams have another 3 minutes in their dressing rooms to kind of rest up and come up with some strategy, we'll see what they can do. I know that Holly Kozum, the goalkeeper for the Heat, who is the number 3rd ranked goalkeeper in the NRL right now, is keeping a tight door closed in the Saskatchewan goal, as it's only 1 goal got past her so far. So if she can keep that up, I'm sure that's going to be good for the Heat.
And in the NRL, most teams get the chance to host one hub tournament a season. So this is Winnipeg, the Herd's opportunity. And this is one of the favorite weekends for the girls. They love having all their friends and family here at the stands. And as you can see on the screen, look at all those young girls lining up to cheer these girls. They're so excited. They've been running around the rink all game long. We see some of the players from the South Winnipeg Ringette Association, from the Royals, just southeast of Winnipeg. So they're excited. Some of these players of the Herd are their coaches, so that's why they come out to help support them, or they've come out to do some practicing with them. So these kids are really excited. We'll take a few minutes now to hear from our sponsors as the referees are heading to the ice. Welcome back, everyone, to the third period of the NRL action here at the Winnipeg Hub. You can see the young players, or there were the young players just on the front of the rink waiting for the Herd to come. We do have the Saskatchewan Heat ready to take the ice. They're all set up with their 2 players at the penalty box. And we will see what the third period has to bring. It's a good opportunity for the Herd to get right back into the game. They have 10 seconds left on the 3-on-2, so we'll see if they're able to capitalize on their fresh sheet of ice. That ring will move nice and swiftly. Let's see if they can put one in the behind the net. In Ringette, a 3-on-2 advantage is huge because it really gives you that opportunity to have the man up and get that ring in the net. it leaves the defense guessing, even the goalie too. You can shoot, you can pass, and they can only choose one person to cover. So it always leaves one option open. All those girls very excited about the Herd players coming out of the dressing room, and here they come.
Out they come to start the third. A little tardy get into the ice. Last minute instructions by Coach Ferguson, hoping to propel the Herd to tie this game up with a couple of quick goals early in this third period.
I'm sure there were some motivating words at halftime with the Herd. They do not want to lose this game here at home.
No, not with a big crowd and all these young fans in the stands. They want to make sure that they are coming out on top of this game.
Now, what a welcome. Doesn't get better than that. A lot of fans here today to cheer on the Herd, friends, family, all these young players. This is the best turnout we've seen all day long.
It is. The showcase game between the two prairie rivals. A little bit of motivating music to get us back to the jungle.
Your kind of music, right?
Right on. I did not pay anybody to play this music. However, Manitoba will have to work hard to get that ring quickly, as Saskatchewan does have the free pass here. So I'm sure they'll be playing man-on-man to get that ring back. So with that dump in and the 5 seconds to bring the ring into play, they pretty well or effectively killed off the penalty. Out comes the Saskatchewan player back onto a 5-on-4. So that 3-on-2 did not materialize any success for Manitoba. Picked up by Boykin, dumps it into the corner. Linkletter with the ring. Ryan surveys the situation, steps back. Nice play. Linkletter lets one rip from the high slot, just off the arm of Davies. Reacted well to that shot. Just tipped before the line. However, while she was checking, it hit her skate on the side, so it'll just be a single blue line violation, not the two blue line violation.
In the NRL, there are 4 periods, all four, 13 minutes each. So we still have 26 minutes of game time.
Lots of time. Anything can happen.
We saw some more goals scored in earlier games today, so that's not out of the question for this game. We should be seeing some more points this period.
Yes. The tight checking in the neutral zone in the first half has really limited the scoring chances, as the teams have not been able to set up for long periods of time. We'll see if that changes in the second period. Linkletter to Ryan. Working it around. Yernick on the ice as well for the Heat. Yernick, Ryan, Linkletter, the 3 attackers for the Heat. Ring is dumped out. Quickly back on it is the Heat. Ryan circles around, looking for a line change. Has been out for a while. Fresh set of skaters for the Heat. Applying the pressure, keeping the ring away from their end. Johoven dumps it off. That shot just sailed wide. Schoenhofen with the ring. Looking to dish it off in front. The Herd bring it out. Again, look at that tight checking. Not able to pick up the ring, the Herd, because that checking was so tight. We do have a slashing penalty to Saskatchewan, so at 10:53 the third, Manitoba goes back on a power play. It was that hard checking that ended up with a 2-minute penalty. So checking was just a little bit too hard for Jetta McRae. Stick got up and gave the Herd player a good twack.
It happens when you're playing hard. You get these penalties, not always intentional.
No, for sure. Spearing with the ring in the corner after receiving the free pass from Hildebrand. Right out in front! Sneaks into that empty space. So at 10:46 of the third period, Manitoba Herd is on the board on the power play. Hildebrand from Spearing. Nice pass off to Spearing to start that play. And then Hildebrand kind of floats into the open ice, just sort of, I'll just find this quiet space here. Just quietly goes about her business, sneaks in past the 2 defenders, And a great pass by Spearing from behind the net, and in the back it goes.
Those are the kind of plays that you can tell these girls have been playing together for a while, because she knew she was going to be there and she trusted her to pick up that pass.
That's right, similar to that Saskatchewan. Nice spot pass, and like you said, teams who've had some continuity and some experience playing together, they just know that. They read the players. They know where they need to be, and they expect them to be there. Here again, Hildebrand on the ring again, dumps it in, looking for the return pass, gets it back. As soon as you can get a second one. Patience, upstairs, over the goalie's head, over Coulson's glove hand. It's tied up at 3. Within mere seconds of the goal, making it 3-2, we have a second goal by number 66, Hildebrand. We have a new game, ladies and gentlemen, with 10:20 left in this third period. Don't go anywhere. We're in for a tight second half. Again, get your popcorn, get a cold beverage, sit back and enjoy.
Now talk about a shift. 2 goals in 1 shift at this level is unheard of. Possible, but very rare. And very impressive. She has that finesse. She found those openings. She took it upon herself to tie the game.
She willed herself to do it.
Yes.
The Heat looking to answer that. Linkletter takes a shot on net. Off the side. Did get a reset, so Linkletter again. Looking for Ryan. So we have this lineup again. We have Urnick, Ryan, and Linkletter. Davies dishes it off behind the net. The defender makes a quick spin around to bring it up. Gets the ring out into the neutral zone. Great pickup by Campbell. Spears that with the pressure on her. Some tight checking. In comes the Herd with the ring from the corner. And it looks like we have another penalty for the Heat. Again, I think the speed, we had some speed coming out of the corner by the Herd player. It was just a little too much. And the Heat player reacted to that, but reacted too much with the stick.
And we always talk about speed at this level, and it's so important, and that's when we're seeing a lot of these goals being scored, when the girls are skating fast, when the ring is moving fast. So whether it's the skates of the ring, there has to be that speed. That's when you can get everyone out of position and get those goals and points. But it can also lead to penalties.
Manitoba, Herd back on the power play. Little dump off. They turn over the ring. It's a giveaway. Can't play the ring as she played it on the other side of the blue line. Oh, a lovely goal. Rush gets the pass from the corner out into the slot. One times it past Davies, who had no chance on that one. And just like that, it's a 4-3 game. That's like 3 goals within a minute. This fast-paced action here to begin the third period.
That one scored by number 2, Lauren Shanafin. She is the Heat's top point scorer.
We'll see if the Herd answers that back quickly.
Now in 2 of these 2 teams matchups this year, there have been 8 goals scored. So we could still see quite a few more. It's happened before.
4 goals in the first period. We already have 3 to start the second half here in period 3. The Heat with the ring. Trying to get it out. And as you mentioned, Tegan, Lauren Schoenfen was the leading scorer for the Heat to start this game. She was in 35th place. She had 19 goals, 5 assists for 5 goals, 16 assists to lead the way in 19 games. So that total's going up with her performance tonight.
And you have a ratio like that, scoring so many more assists than goals. You know it's someone who likes to be a team player, set other girls up, knows the plays.
It probably has a good vision of the game, sees those openings and gets the ring to those places for her players. Les Bronze tried to deke her way in again, as she did earlier in the game. Spearing in the corner. Cruises around to the outside. Picking up a speed, little dump pass to Hildebrand. It's it out. Spearing dusts it off. Just missed connecting with L'Esperance. This trio of forwards has been together for a while for the Herd. Like you said, they know where they're going to be at. Tripping to the Saskatchewan Heat. Puts the Herd on a 3-on-2 power play, albeit only for 15 seconds. So if they can control it off the free pass, get into position to score right away, they could take advantage of that and tie this game right back up.
We're likely about to see some very quick ring movement. Maybe some quick shots from up top as well. The Herd has
Charlie Jensen
doing that this game.
Takes a free pass. Fires that shot. Cozen deflected that wide. Tipped in by the Herd. Nullifies the 2-line. And we have a goal! Great individual effort by Saskatchewan Heat, staying with the ring and getting it tipped in across the goal line. That was just total second effort by that Saskatchewan Heat player.
Now scoring when you're down like that, 2-man short, you don't see that very often in Ringette.
Just, again, wanted that ring to go in. So number 93, Ryan, was the goal scorer. Nice play.
She's got herself into those double-digit categories for goals this season.
The Heat open up a 2-goal lead. We'll see if the Herd can answer back and cut it to 1. Ryan with the ring again, dumps it into the corner, taking control. The Heat have it. Second around. Dropped off by Butts to Standish. They're making a line change. It's fired a little high and wide. Herd on the ring. We have the Herd dumping in. We'll see if they can gain control under the tight checking of the Heat. Goalkeeper ring. Ring was not going anywhere. Saskatchewan actively checking. Ring gets turned over. Cozen dishes it off. Quick up by the Herd, just failed to connect and make it a smooth transition.
You can hear a lot of those young fans are very excited to be here and cheer on the Herd.
Jensen takes a shot, it's blocked. Rebound comes out. Can't bury it. Cozen comes over, shuts that down. Kohutch had it. Morissette looking for some space, looking for a change. Spearing comes back out. No doubt we'll be seeing Hildebrand and L'Esperance joining them shortly. Yes, we do. The ring is off to the side. L'Esperance with the ring, looking for that little hidden off the foot, back foot shot. Doesn't go through. Hildebrand getting set up. Tries a short side shot. Defended well by number 5, Stengel. Gets her stick in the way to interrupt a clean shot.
Saskatchewan's doing a great job keeping their triangle strong, not letting Manitoba get any close shots.
Pass gets across to Hildebrand in that corner, and immediately Saskatchewan knows it's there, and they're closing down on it quickly. Free pass for Manitoba Herd. We have 4:43 left in the third period.
Herd and L'Esperance having a little chat on the ice there. I'm sure they're planning some play we're about to see.
The referee's being summoned to the side. I believe we're having a shot clock issue. It could be a battery problem. They're just changing it out. It'll just momentary delay here as we get that set up. As the 30-second clock is very important to keep the game moving. I mean, you can play without it, but way better with that 30-second clock. So, you yourself play the game. That 30-second clock sure moves things along.
Yes, it does, and it can make you panic too when it's 1 second left and your goalie's tapping their stick. But yes, makes the game go so fast. Ever since it started being introduced in my games, I've enjoyed it. I don't remember the year or how old I was, but for almost as long as I can remember, it was part of my games.
Still checking things out, getting the shot clocks all set up, ready to roll. Just a part of the game. I think we're just waiting here. I think the battery was looking, but it might not be a battery, it might be a whole new different controller, something like that goes too. So a break in the action. That's a smiling face of referee enjoying the game. Saskatchewan coach looking at some plays, either that or what she's ordering for supper.
Well, Saskatchewan getting those 2 goals really has put them ahead. Coming back from the Herd's 2 quick goals as well from Taylor Hildebrand there. In one shift, she got 2, tied the game up, and then Saskatchewan took the lead again. In a moment like that, sometimes it can make the team, like the Herd, really have that extra energy as they've tied the game up. But other times it can make the Heat take it more seriously, dial in, and that's what they've done.
That's right. We see some young fans enjoying the music here, getting into it.
It's always fun to play at home, especially when this many people turn out. It doesn't make a difference on the ice. You can hear it, you can feel it. Yeah. And we still have a whole period and a half left, so lots of time. 2 goals in Ringette can happen in a minute, turn a shift like we just saw this game.
Yeah, that's right. See some young Lorette Royal fans in attendance here, looking to get some swag. They're throwing out some Herd paraphernalia for the players, or the people in the stands, whether it be t-shirts or toques. It's like Mom Kohach doing the tossing. A young fan going home happy with a souvenir. Our crack team is working on getting the situation under control. So this hub is going on today in Winnipeg. The next hub coming up after that, I believe, is going to be held in BC, and then after that in Edmonton in the West. We have the Thunder hosting one and then the Rush hosting one later on. So a couple more chances for these teams to compete. Not sure if the schedule's right off the hop, but they may be in both of them. They may only play in one of them.
You know what's going on, eh?
And we typically see about 1 hub a month in the NRL, but this past month, Saskatchewan hosted a few teams last weekend and Winnipeg this weekend. So to play 2 hubs in 1 month, especially a week apart, is rare. But I'm sure these players are enjoying the opportunity to get this much ice time back to back, because maybe there's some things you want to work on, and then to wait a whole 1 month, even to 6 weeks to try that again in a game, it's tough. So having this hub right now, I'm sure both teams may be a little tired, but probably appreciate it.
And I did notice on the NRL site today that there was some games going out west. Rocky Mountain team was playing Edmonton, the WAM, so there's some games going out there as well. Not a hub per se, but being close together, they can travel for the day and get some games in.
Yeah, for teams like Winnipeg and Saskatchewan, and even BC, only teams in their own province, so they have to do that traveling. Alberta has a few teams there, so they can stay a little more local.
Don't see any of the players dancing around to these classic tunes. I guess they're saving their energy for the next 4 minutes and 43 seconds of the third and the 13 of the fourth. So we're seeing what's going on. We hope to have this situation rectified shortly. Looks like they're getting ready to start.
Getting the shot clock accurate is pretty important.
And the shot clocks are in operation. Thank you very much, team, for getting that back to work. Spearing on the ring. Just missed clicking in front of the net. And that would have been a glorious chance to get back within 1. Ring is up to L'Esperance. Tightly checked. That pass out front by the Heat just doesn't connect. Manitoba up the ring, up the ice quickly with the ring. Hildebrand looking for the far side. Cruising in on the backhand, seeing nothing, decides to skate off into the corner, wind up some speed. Number 52, Brent Ameralgan, was looking to keep the control of the ring and not lose it. The Heat with the ring again into center. Linkletter taking her time. Over to Ryan on the open side. Ryan cycling in the corner. Schoenhofen. This trio's been out a lot together this second half. Looking to connect and put another one in, just off the side of the net. Looked for a reset, but fired it wide behind the net. It'll be Manitoba Herd ring. Davies will look to find an outlet to hand off the ring to and start a breakout and hopefully lead to a goal for the Herd. Dished off. Campbell under the tight checking misses that pass. Gets back on it. Touches it, gets across the line, can't play it. Witherspoon along the boards. We have a goalkeeper ring.
Yeah, the man on coverage this game has been quite great for both teams. They're making it very difficult for the other team to get the ring or putting a lot of pressure on them.
Scar dumps it up. Carter into the corner. Schoenhofen number 2. Carter and Ryan, and Schoenhofen is the lineup for the Heat out on the ice right now. Dumps it off to Schoenhofen. Across to Ryan. Give it and go. Or sorry. That was across to Carter. Ring comes out into this neutral zone. Tight checking along the boards. Heat comes away with it. Oh, missed that chance. Ring just off the tip of the stick.
That was an excellent opportunity. Across crease pass, wide open net, just missed.
Defender sliding through the crease to prevent that pass. Went through the crease, as I said, and that's the cause for the stoppage of play. Goal. We have a free pass for the Heat. Benson is taking it. We have Benson Beeland on the ice. Along with Standish. Herd on it. Bit of space for the Herd to pick that up. They do. Dump it down. That's Kohut passing it out. Kohut, sorry. Kohut tight on the check. Good effort. Gets the ring. She's been all over the ice this shift, Kohut, number 16, trying to get the ring so she can help her teammates get back within one. Hard checking. Saskatchewan picks up a ring, or thought they did, obviously touched it on the one side of the blue line and then the other, and that is a no-no. Blue line violation, Saskatchewan. Manitoba Herd ring at center ice. The young fans getting into here at the Seven Oaks Arena in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Helping keep things warm in here where it's a little frosty and blustery outside. I know when I parked my car for tonight's game, minus 25.
Welcome to Winnipeg.
Welcome to Winnipeg, that's right. Quick breakout by the Heat. Can't handle the ring. Hearing it, can't handle it. Lesperance. Here we have the trio again. Lesperance spearing. Nice pass, pick up. Cozen on that all the way, seeing it and just directing it coolly into the corner. Got a piece of it, Cozen did. The ring goes off the post. Good check in front. High, and while that stick, it got up in a hurry. A little too up. Across, here comes Hildebrand again. Off the post, they're working that spot. That's a couple in a row.
Well, they saw her 2-goal shift and they thought, let's get the ring to her for the rest of the game. Maybe she'll help tie the game up.
We got that tight checking by Manitoba is going to draw a penalty. So at it's 11.4 seconds left in the third. 18 Lesperance is going into the box for hooking. Saskatchewan will have a free pass down in the attacking zone. A little bit of time left before the period break to see if they can do a little bit more magic and increase the lead to 3. Well, the Herd will do their best to keep it at a 2-goal deficit.
Still 13 minutes left in that fourth period too, so still lots of time.
Ryan dumps it out into the corner.
Manitoba Herd penalty to number 18, Alana Westron. 2 minutes for hooking.
As Davies, the goalie, read that well. At the end of 3, we have Saskatchewan Heat 5, Manitoba Herd 3. Stand by for our fourth period of the NRL game tonight in Winnipeg. We are just into break right now, and we are looking forward to the final period after a 1-minute rest period for the teams to rest up and come up with some strategy. And like you said, Tegan, it could happen. There's lots of time left, and we saw in that one shift earlier by the Herd with Hildebrand, 2 goals in a matter of 35, 40 seconds. So, I mean, that could happen here, and we're right back in the tie game. So,
and almost as fast as she got those 2 goals, the Heat responded, getting 2 themselves.
Correct, for sure. So, that was a quick change of pace. We'll see what happens now.
So we're almost in a similar situation that we were at halftime, the 2-goal lead for the Heat. Now we have 1 period to go, 3 down. But we expected a close game tonight, and that's what we're seeing. I feel like both these teams are both having strong games. They're making a lot of great passes, a lot of great plays, good ring movement. Even with a lot of this men on coverage, they're still getting successful breakouts from one end all the way to the other.
Right. And looking at our rosters of the 2 teams, we see the Manitoba Herd. They have players from all around the province. They have players from the Bonnie Vitel Association, Portage Ringette, Eastman Flames, Selkirk, Manitoba. We also from Oak Bluff and McDonald Ringette. So quite a few of the associations in the province represented, which is good to see. As we mentioned earlier about the Saskatchewan team, they have several from the Regina Ringette Association and the Saskatoon. We also see a few from the Buffalo Plains and Association, and they have 1 player from Winnipeg. So a lot of the rural areas are contributing to these 2 teams.
You know, a lot of these other teams, like BC, some of the Alberta teams, they have players from all over the country. It's really a mix of talent from where people grew up playing. But it's nice to see that these prairie teams are homegrown. And it, I think, sets a really good example for many of the young fans that we see in the rink right now who are cheering and very excited.
For sure, it gives them something to aspire to. Like I said, a lot of the players from these two teams, I'm sure, do outreach programs and do some coaching and Ringette for You programs and are on the ice with the young girls, so the young girls see them and they come out here and see them play, and that gives them something to strive for. So it's great ambassadors for the sport, these players. Busy playing, coaching, and there's a few that even referee as well. So they're busy. Also, they have other lives outside the sport, work, job, school. So it takes a lot of commitment to play at this level from not only the players but also their families as well. Their parents probably to come up with a little bit of cha-ching for them to do this, because it's not cheap.
We have girls ranging in age from teenagers to their 30s on these rosters. So you have rookies, you have veterans, you have strengths and weaknesses, and they all seem to find their way. You have lines that have played together for years too. You can really see the chemistry with certain players. They just know where their teammate's going to be.
Yeah, and as compared to the BC team, none of these teams have players with more than 7 or 8 years experience, where BC has a few players on their team with over double-digit years of experience in their NRL. And right now, just a little bit delays before the start of period. I see they're looking at changing out the shot clocks or fixing them up, as they're having some issues with that. So we have the technicians looking at it. They're on the ladder, changing out batteries, controllers, replugging in, unplugging it. Crack team of behind-the-scenes people here with Manitoba Ringette, who are helping Ringette Canada with this hub, are doing their best to get us back on track and on time. A little bit of break for the teams, a little bit extra rest, as we expect this last 13 minutes to be fast and furious. See the ladder's taken down, it's coming around. Shot clock people in place. We have the referee blown in, clapping his hands, saying, let's go teams.
It will be a quicker turnaround for the Herd. We have another game tomorrow morning.
That's right, 8 o'clock. That's going to be early for me as well. And we're off to start the fourth period. Moose in the zone, the Herd in the zone quickly. And again, with that speed, draws a penalty. There's a missed time of the check along the boards. I'm sure the Herd would like to get one early. They set it up. Can't get it through that tough Saskatchewan defense. Have a slashing call. So at 12:29 of the fourth period, the Manitoba Herd end up on the power play. We'll see if they can capitalize and make this a one-goal game.
Yeah, great opportunity for the Herd right now. Down by 2. They're on a power play to start this period. They just had a few minutes to reconvene, have a chat with their coach and their players, and make a game plan for this last period.
Campbell dished it off from the free pass. Has it back now. Saskatchewan comes up with the ring. Schoenhoven, a little give and go possibly. Number 6 waits it out. Circles around. Carter gets a return pass. That's blocked, but stays on it. Schoenhoven gets it. Davies knocks that down. Passes it over to her teammate. Page gets it out. Pass just sort of misfired. Blue line violation by the Heat. Herd ring in the offensive zone.
The National Ringette League was established in 2002, so 24 years of this level. We see it develop every year, more and more teams, more and more fans.
Herd with the ring. That's more set. Shot on net. Cozen's equal to the task. Dishes it off, and the Heat begin a breakout. Again, that tight checking in the neutral zone. Rush trying to find an opening for the dump in to gain control. More set from the Herd, first to the ring. Hits her player coming to the penalty box. Another nifty, quick little pass. If they could connect it, that would have been a great chance of a clear shot on net. Carly Vince, number 10 for the Herd, cycling around, looking for a teammate. Lesperance, quick shot. Cozen with the save. A little bouncing around here. Someone tries to pick it up. Spearing with the ring.
Important to always be ready on that ringette line because you never know when that ring might bounce out. And if you're not ready, you can lose the possession.
Hildebrand, favorite spot on the left side of the ice. The Heat get it turned over. Herd back on it. Moving the ring up the ice quickly, trying to narrow this gap to a 1-goal deficit. Lesperance! Right side, lower corner, beats Cozen, and we have ourselves a 1-goal game with 10:05 remaining. 5-4 Heat.
That's her second of the night. Her and Taylor Hildebrand both have 2 goals. I'm sure they're looking for that hat trick or any goal in this game, as it would give them a tie opportunity here against the Heat. But we have an exciting fourth period.
Exactly, and we'll see if with those points tonight for Lesperance, if she moves up the scoring list in the NRL, currently sitting at number 23. We'll check our stats after the game when they get updated. Again, our technicians behind the scenes on those stats in a hurry. Herd gets the ring back. Trying to build a bit of momentum here, get the crowd into it. More set with the ring. Coming down to Kohach. Kohach working the ring. Checked closely by the Heat player. Gets it in the middle. In the crease as they try to get that loose ring. Bouncing around like a pinball. The Heat break out. Nice safe pass on the corner. Gain control. It's McRae with it. Ryan picks it up. Scar's moving in to give some support. Number 6, Carter streaking it off the bench on the line change, and she scores! Rips it home. The bottom left corner past the goalie, and the Heat reinstate their 2-goal lead with at 8:55 of the fourth. We have a 6-4 game.
Jenna Carter got the first goal of the game in the first period, and here she is with currently the last goal of the game, giving her team that 2-goal lead. I'm sure they feel a little bit more confident when they had that 2-goal lead versus just the 1.
And sneaking in off the bench, finding that open space, receiving that pass from her teammate. Here we go. Hurd on the attack once again, seeing if they can get, again, make it within 1. Ring tied up along the boards. Ryan couldn't move it.
We've seen quick responses in this game, though. One team scores, the other scores. One gets 2, the other one gets 2.
Correct.
These teams are really back and forth.
Enjoying the ring action here. Period 4 of the NRL Hub in Winnipeg between the Saskatchewan Heat and the Manitoba Herd. I'm Miles Blood and my partner Tegan Rasha. We're here enjoying this action. Hope you are too, wherever you are around the world. I hear 65 countries today. So enjoy the game. Heat bring it out. They're looking for more. They want to turn up the Heat. Carter with the ring. And I know all cheesy puns intended this weekend. Linklater to Carter looking for the shot. Off the post. I believe that Davies got a piece of that, just enough to keep it out. The Herd do not want to go down by 3. That might be too big of a hill to climb.
I think that left post is cursed this game. Or even today. I feel like we've seen a few post shots right there.
I think so. The goaltenders are talking to it nicely. Carter with the free pass. Dusts it off. Comes it off to Ryan on the right-hand side. Intercepted by the Herd. Can't get it out. A strong back check by Ryan. Great individual effort by Ryan. Shane Holfen with the ring. And we get this trio of Carter, Shane Holfen. Great pickup. Here's Les Braun. It's in the corner. Hildebrand just trying to control it down. They'll look for their spot.
She's on that left side. She has some success over there.
Spearing in front, looking for a pass, looking for it in the slot. Across the left round, rips it off, Spearing. What did you say about the left side? There it is, 6-5. That's goal number 3 for Hildebrand. That line of Hildebrand, Spearing, and Les Bronze have accounted for all 5 of the Manitoba Herd goals this game. You could say that they're on fire tonight.
I would say keep her on that left side. We might get a 4th goal out of her.
And they need that to get back in this game.
I like the fight in this game. Neither of these teams are giving up. They keep responding. It's back and forth. We love this kind of ringette.
7:03, so we're now under 7 minutes left in the 4th. 6-5 game. Saskatchewan looking to restore the 2-goal lead. The Heat with the ring in the corner, cycling around behind the net. Teammates are getting in position, one down low by the crease, one on the far side in the shooting position in the slot. They had Benson taking her time. No hurry here. Still lots of time left on the clock. Shot just sailed wide. Herd pick it up, but the great checking by the Heat. Off the boards they come. That's number 4, Beeland.
Manitoba's defensive triangle has made it very hard for the Heat to get some close-up shots. A lot of their shots are coming from outside.
We have a hooking penalty to the Heat. When you're not moving your feet in this game, you get yourself in trouble. Offense moving their feet, defense has to move their feet. If you're not moving your feet, you're reaching, and if you're reaching, you're in the box.
And it's such a fast game. Everyone at this level is so quick and has so much finesse. You got to keep those legs moving.
Standish for hooking, 2 minutes. We'll see if the Herd can capitalize on this power play to tie the game up and make for a frantic last 5 minutes of finish of this period.
So just under 6 minutes to go. There's a lot of time left.
Campbell with the ring. Cavanis circles around. Her teammates are getting into position, looking for the ring. There's the shot. Cozen steers it wide. Yeah, Witherspoon dumps it off Cavanis. These two playing together well. Looking for the shooter to the far side. There it is. Great save by Cozen, sliding across. Read that well. Had a sense that player was there, and those goalies have to do that.
It seems to be a Herd specialty. They love that pass in the offensive zone, going from top down diagonal across the triangle. That's a hard one to get right, too, because you think it would be an obvious pass at the open player, but normally the defense is so focused on the player with the ring or the person down low, it leaves that person up high open.
Herd take a 2-minute penalty for interference in the neutral zone. Penalty was taken by number 10, Carly Vince, so we'll see if the Heat can extend their lead.
Manitoba Herd penalty to number 10, Carly Vince. 2 minutes for interference.
Ryan ragging the ring, not really in a rush. Again, working that shot clock down, taking some time off the clock, off the shot clock and the game clock. Now under 5 minutes, tries to squeeze that short side. Davies says, no, that's not going by me. Here we go, Hildebrand on the ring. Our hat-trick scorer in this game. Moves the ring up. She's looking to get to open space. Gets the ring back. She's making some space. Off over to Spearing. They get a reset. Now approaching the 4-minute mark left. Nice pass in front. Got that inside position. Manitoba takes a second penalty. Another of the reaching variety. This is a trip. Puts them 2 down. So a 3-on-2 situation for Saskatchewan to go up 2 with under 4 minutes left in the game. We'll see if the Herd can kill it off.
Now, this is a very important moment for the Heat right now, having this 3-on-2 opportunity for a whole minute. Sorry, wrong team.
That's 52, Brett Amaralgan with the penalty. The Herd will do their best. There's a good start. Get it out. Carter with the ring. In the slot, looks for that player down low. Defense is down. Carter with it behind, gathers it, collects it. Out to Ryan at the top. Ryan's looking for a shooter down low. Just misses the pass to Carter. Need to catch him clean to get that crisp shot away. Defense trying not to back in too close. In tight. Davies slides across. 20 seconds left in this 3-on-2. Saskatchewan trying to take advantage of it. There's a save. Your goalkeeper has to be one of your best penalty killers, as they say. And she's showing that tonight. There it is to Carter. Slides across. That pass is missed a couple times where if they would have just connected, they might have had a glorious chance to score. Shown on Hoffman in the corner. Penalty is over for the Herd. They're back to 5-on-4. So they survived the 3-on-2. They're now looking like they're going 2-on. With time becoming a factor here, 3 minutes to go. They're looking to put pressure on an open Heat player in the middle. Cannot get the ring. Taylor Hildebrand in her own zone. Across to Bizitny. Here we go. Rings dumped in. The Herd. Falling down. Makes a great save by Koza coming across. good play all around. Good pass falling down, good pickup, good shot, good save.
And we saw that pass to Taylor Hildebrand on her left side, her sweet spot. Just couldn't get that fourth goal yet.
Missed a pass by the Heat, gives the Herd a chance. L'Esperance looking around for someone to pass it to. Got it off to Zitny. Zitny to L'Esperance. L'Esperance had a chance, just misfired on that pickup. The Herd, wide open player on the side. They spot it with the Herd pressing. There we go! We have a goal for the Heat. Make the score 7-5. Saskatchewan Heat 7, Manitoba Herd 5. The 7th goal with 1:46 left. The defensemen of the Herd were pitching over to try and put pressure on the ring carrier in the neutral zone. Let the player sneak open wide. That player made a smart play by the rush to get it over. And make no mistake, put it upstairs.
That goal scored by number 79, Marley Yernick, her first of the game.
Very timely for that first goal of the game. We now have a timeout called by the Herd as they come up with some strategy to try and get two. Again, near the end of the game, are we going to see the goalie pulled? We'll wait and see if that becomes an option.
And we're seeing a lot of different players on both teams score this game, and so important in this sport. You need to be able to rely on a lot of players because you never know when an injury could happen, and if your star goal scorer is out, you need to have backups to rely on. And both these teams seem to have that talent.
Yeah, we saw that importance today in an earlier game where BC Thunder, their leading scorer, was not here, or did not play that first game, and they were still able to pull up the victory today. So having that secondary scoring, the backup scoring is definitely important.
So now we're down to less than 2 minutes in the fourth period.
And once they get the ring, we'll see if the goalie comes out. Yes, she's coming out. L'Esperance tries one from the side, gets the rebound, tips it in. Ring sitting there, tantalizingly open, but in the crease. However, the Heat were in the crease. The Herd get the ring back.
So crisp ring movement is key right now, and they have 4 in the zone.
Saskatchewan Heat goal scored by number 79, Marley Yernick. Assisted by number 4, Natalie Bellin, and number 9, Jody.
On the ice for the Herd. L'Esperance spearing. And Hildebrand along with number 52, Hammer Ogden. Scramble for it in front. Appears the Heat were in the crease. We have a whistle, free pass, Herd. A little minute, 5 seconds left. Goalkeeper is out. Dished off to L'Esperance. To Spearing. Back to L'Esperance. Cycles across to the top. Takes it over to the free play line, gets checked. Strong effort by Carter to cause the turnover. Now it's going to be the Heat's turn to take off some time from that clock. Dump it in deep. Time is now definitely a factor as we're under 1 minute to go. The Herd will have to score quickly if they have any chance to get back in this game. Heat content. Settle things up. Just let things simmer around in the corner. "17 seconds left." Again, Heat are not worried if the shot clock goes off at this point in time. That'll just add, or not add, it'll take time off the clock. Davies with the ring, dishes it off. With less than 7 seconds left, it looks like the victors of today's game between the Heat and the Herd will be the Heat. We have a 7-5 final at the final buzzer. The Saskatchewan Heat 7, the Manitoba Herd 5. Not what the hometown crowd wanted to see here tonight, but it was a back and forth game. And once it became 3-3 and the Heat went up 5-3, the Herd can never get back to evening things up, and just they got close, but not quite. Hard-fought game. These two teams will rest up as both have to play again tomorrow in their third game of the Hub weekend. It's a busy time for these young ladies as they have a game going on again tomorrow. 8 o'clock in the morning, it's BC Thunder versus Manitoba Herd, and then at 12:45 tomorrow it'll be Edmonton Rush and Saskatchewan Heat. Once again, the final score here today from the Seven Oaks Arena in Winnipeg, Manitoba, 7-5 Heat. Next up for us at 8 o'clock is the Edmonton Rush versus the BC Thunder. Thunder were victorious this morning in their first game. Rush came out on the short end against the Herd, so we'll see what kind of action that brings. As you're seeing the highlights now on TV, that was a nice first goal. Again, that soft pass to the area. A nice sort of double deke weight out the goalie, put it in the back of the net. It's a classic goal scorer's move. Now we had that effort, strong second effort, determination by the Saskatchewan Heat player who dug that ring out of the loose pile in the corner and brought it to the front of the net to score. Goal post. Great save by Cozen. Lesperance doing that weight move. This time Cozen weighted that one out. Herd winding things up. There we had Hildebrand. That was her shift with 2 goals to bring the Herd even. And then after that, we see the Heat come back and get a couple right away, which made it 5-3. As you go here, there's one. Nice pass, open spot again. Gets wide open. Herd trying to close the gap. Closing the nets, shutting the door there. Again, makes another great save. Kind of reading that corner to that side. Arm post. Manitoba looking to get back. Cannot beat Cozen in net, who stands strong. There we go, Lesperance gets it in. All right, so as you're watching the highlights, there's the last one. We will go downstairs to Tegan, who's ready for an interview ringside.
Miles, we're here with Marley Yernick, hometown girl playing for Saskatchewan and getting the last goal of the game. How are you feeling right now?
I feel pretty good. It's obviously a tough battle, tough game, and really close, so just trying to keep possession and keep ahead there, so yeah.
Now we saw a lot of back and forth action, 2 goals here, 2 goals for you guys. How did you keep level-headed and get that win?
Just trying to stay focused on our game. Had a hub last weekend, so trying to build off of that momentum from last weekend and play our game, stick to our systems.
And you have quite the fan club here cheering you on. What's it like to have them here, your family here?
It is so great having the support, having the fans in the stands. I love having them out at games. You don't get many home games like this, so it's really special.
Well, congratulations on this big win, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you so much.
Miles.
Thanks, Tegan. Thanks, Marty, for those words. As we wrap things up here tonight from game number 3 of the Winnipeg Hub, we're awaiting our next game beginning at 8 o'clock between BC Thunder and the Edmonton Rush. So once again, the final score here tonight, Saskatchewan Heat 7, Manitoba Herd 5. Thank you, everyone, for watching this game from the Seven Oaks Arena. Take care, enjoy the rest of your evening, and hope to see you back.